what's up, Gerard boy? In this video, Dad wanted to talk to you about emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence can be broken down into three different components. And those elements are emotional understanding, emotional regulation, and emotional expression. So it's the expression of our emotions, the understanding of our emotions, and the control of our emotions. Yeah. Um, and for me, it's important, for Dad to pass down this knowledge to you because when I was young and growing up as a teenager and whatnot, Dad struggled with anger and impulsivity. Like I would do things without thinking first, and it's important to think before you act, and that's the importance of why Dad wants to share this with you, this knowledge. And because if I would have had this knowledge and applied this knowledge, but we can have all the knowledge that we could possibly want, but unless we apply it into our life, it means nothing, and it'll never work. So this video, I just want to encourage you, my boy, to understand what emotional intelligence is and what it's all about. And the understanding of our emotions basically is where we're able to understand ourselves and understand the triggers that cause depression, the triggers that might cause us to become angry, the triggers that might cause us to become sad, and to know our triggers and to be able to cope with those things. Yeah. And emotional regulation is the control of our emotions and being able to control our anger. And usually we're able to control our anger through the understanding of why we become angry. So it's important to dig deep within yourself and sometimes be able to talk with yourself and have an open dialogue on what upsets you, what causes you to become depressed or sad. And that's why Dad encouraged you also to find friends, so you can also have open, honest communication with people that you love and with people who love you. And just always remember, it's not a weakness to be vulnerable, and to be open to where people can see your weaknesses or be able to see your scars and to see all of your hurts and your hangups, and and that's why Dad, hopes that you find, friends that you can one day call family, and then it's important for Dad to pass on this knowledge to you, my boy, because I truly feel I only have, a short amount of time left. And you might not be receptive to this information now, but you're going to be able to be receptive and be able to download this information in your later years in life, because Dad doesn't want to see you getting in trouble because of your emotions, especially your anger. That's what got Dad in trouble so many times, you know what I mean? And that's also why I lost custody of you, is because of my anger and fighting with Auntie Jordan and whatnot, so yeah, just do your best to understand your emotions and to know your triggers, to know thyself wholeheartedly, to know the inner workings of your own mind, and to know the inner workings of your emotions is important, yeah, boy. And emotional regulation is the control of your emotions. So to have self-control, which is also one of the fruits of the spirit, one of the 9 fruits of the spirit, which is self-control. And there's regulation, control. Regulation is control, control is regulation. There's understanding and expression. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to get to. So emotional expression and being able to express yourself in positive ways. And you can express yourself and emotions through art, through music, through talking, whether to a therapist or to your friends. And never be afraid also to ask for help, Jiraiya. That's one thing I want you to always know. If you ever need help with something, do not ever be afraid to ask. Even if you need a friend or whatever, just be open and courageous enough to ask for help, because there's nothing worse than suffering with something on your own and having to journey through a whole bunch of trials and tribulations by yourself. That's why we have friends to lean on. That's why we have family to call upon, yeah. And that's one thing that Dad wants you to know, is how to express yourself, how to control your emotions, and how to understand the inner workings of your own mind. And it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but it might even take years, 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years even. But Dad just wanted this information up so that I could, hopefully drop some knowledge that you could use in later on in your life. Because I care about you, my boy, and I worry about you, and I want the best for you. But these are just some, life skills that you can use, and other life skills of understanding the inner workings of love. And another video that Dad's gonna make is about the 5 love languages, and how knowing the 5 love languages it would be useful to your life, and how it can equip you with just basic knowledge that can just help out the quality of your living and the quality of life, yeah boy. And because Dad wants you to live the best life that you possibly can, and like I said in a previous video, just be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, and work on building your character and whatnot. And when you make mistakes and fall short, just never walk in shame, never walk in guilt. Just learn to be patient with yourself, learn to forgive yourself, and learn to just always move forward in everything that you do. Alright, my boy. Well, I salute you, my soldier. I love you. And you take care of my boy. Peace.